What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're going to be talking about some things you guys can actually do at home to make yourselves better boxers. So many times I'll see people ask me in my comments on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, or really just any video that I post, hey coach, hey Dean, what can I do to get better at boxing if I can't make it to the gym, or if I don't go to a gym, or if I just want some stuff to do on my own time outside the gym to make me better. These are things that have helped me personally, as well as something I show all the fighters here at my gym. So I'm be sharing them with you guys. And if you do enjoy the video, guys, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that, as well as if you really enjoy it and you want to support the channel, drop a super in the chat. It's not required, but it does help me do cool things for you guys. We should have another video up on Sunday. We're doing a vlog. Got a few of my youngest fighting this weekend at a show out in Douglasville, Georgia. We'll be vlogging that, recording all that. So be on the lookout for that on Sunday. Besides that though, guys, let's go ahead and get into the video.
One of the best things you can do at home is shadow boxing in front of a mirror. This is going to be done in two ways, but we're going to start by looking at the mirrors. What you're going to want to find is a line in the mirror. You can draw one with an X12 marker or just find something that resembles a line. As you can see here, I'm in the middle of two mirrors, so there's a line breaking my body in half. That's going to be the center line where people are aiming to hit you. So when you punch, when you move your head, when you're moving around, a lot of times I'll see people stay in the same spot. You want to get your head off of the center line. So by actually seeing that center line and having a representation of that center line, now you can actually do it with a purpose. From this position as well, you can actually see if you're sided up enough, if you're turning enough, if your hands are staying up. This is going to be the perspective that somebody sees when they're fighting you. So it's very good to see, because now you can realize, hey, this is what I look like across the ring. Am I sided up? Are my hands up? Is my chin down? Am I on balance? Are my knees bent? Am I getting my head offline? Am I moving my head enough? Anytime you're shadow boxing in front of the mirror, you should make it a priority to think about these things, because it will take you a long way in your boxing journey. It's beautiful too, because you don't need the biggest mirror to do this. You can literally do it with just like a regular house mirror that's just like sitting in a hallway somewhere. And you don't need a ton of space. Maybe you don't have a ton of space. You can just work on your head movement. Maybe you do have a little bit more space. You can mix in some footwork and things like that in there. But that's primarily what you want to focus on when facing the mirror in your shadow boxing. Now, the second way you can do it is by facing the mirror from the side. This side I like a little bit more. This is going to be the coaching perspective. So when your coach is sitting there telling you to keep your hands up and do X, Y, and Z, this is what your coach is seeing. So you can see a lot more from this side. Personally, every single time I shadow box and I'm looking in the mirror, I usually do it from the side, just because you can actually coach yourself. You can be like, man, you're leaning forward. You got to stop doing that. Man, you're dropping your right hand when you throw your left hook. Stop doing that. Am I leaning forward? You can see a lot from this side. Even great boxers do this. If you go back and watch some old school boxing, if you go watch even current day with Terrence Crawford and White Inouye, they're slowing down, watching themselves in the mirror, seeing what looks good, seeing what looks bad. Are they turning their shoulders? Are they moving enough? Are they squeezing at the end of their punches? Are they moving their head? Are their hands dropping? There's a lot of questions you should be asking yourself while shadow boxing. And honestly, just by shadow boxing in the mirror and taking note of these very small things, it will help your boxing just skyrocket. As soon as I actually started doing this, and as soon as I tell clients to start doing this, their boxing literally transforms into a completely different level, because now they're being able to coach themselves. You can watch in the mirror and coach yourself just like a coach would, especially if you know the right things and what to look out for.
Number two, guys, this is going to help out with your body rotation, how to keep balance. This can also help out with footwork and just your punches overall, how to get more power behind them. Now, all you're going to need is a broomstick. You can also do this with any like straight flat object, but essentially this is going to act as a level. A lot of times I'll see people working out, see people boxing, hitting the bag, shadow boxing, sparring, doing whatever, and they'll throw a shot and they'll lean forward, or maybe they're getting off balance. They can't really move the right way. This broomstick is going to do a lot for you. So what you're going to do is you're going to grab this broomstick, you're going to throw it behind your head, and you're going to throw your arms over. Now from here, this is essentially going to act as a level. It helps a lot if you have a mirror to look in while doing this, but you can also do it without a mirror. It's not required. It just helps out. Your jab, we all know we're going to step on our jab. Personally, I'm a big fan of bringing the back foot. I know some gyms don't teach that, but I like to bring the back foot when I jab. So you can work on your jab. Make sure you're not leaning on your jab. This is going to be your level. So if you step on that jab and you're leaning forward, notice this is going up. It shouldn't be. Keep it level. Boom, step on the jab. When I pivot on my punches, maybe it's a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever that may be. If I throw that 2, my rear shoulder should be coming in front. Notice how my shoulders are turning. My balance is still level. What I don't want to have happen is when I throw that 2 is to turn here and stop, because then there's no torque behind the punch. There's no power behind the punch. There's nothing behind any of my big, powerful shots. They're supposed to be powerful, right? So I'm going to turn my shoulders. This stays level so that body weight can transfer across. I'm not leaning into it. And I turn through. My rear shoulder comes forward. Now with this, You also want to make sure that you have your balance. A lot of times you'll see people throw that shot and they kind of lose their feet. With this, it helps you out as long as that too, because if I throw that shot and now I'm here, once again, it's going to start bending down, it's going to start turning over, and you're not level. So take it slow. Once you get it down, speed it up. That's the best way to do anything. In boxing, it's an art. It's going to take time to do art. You start coloring inside the lines, then you move into abstract, then you move into all that other stuff, right? So step on the jab, cool. Feet are under me, cool. Got my balance, pivot on my 2, throw a 3. Maybe you're doing some visualization while doing this because your body's throwing the punch, but your arm's not moving. Step on the jab, good. Pivot on the 2. Weave under, reset, reset. Step on the jab, pivot on the 2, pivot on the 3. And also, guys, the same way you throw a 2 is the same way you would throw a 4, a 6. Same way you throw a 3 is the same way you throw a 5. So if you can master the body rotation of that one punch, you're mastering damn near every punch, and this is a huge game changer as far as technique goes. I did want to touch on conditioning. A lot of people are like, man, what coach, what can I do to get in better shape for boxing? Every time I spar, every time I train, I just feel like I'm getting tired. Now, there are a few things. Number one, I'm gonna start by saying this. The best way, in my opinion, to get in shape for boxing is by boxing, whether that's shadow boxing, sparring, hitting the heavy bag. Those are gonna be the best ways, in my personal opinion, to get in shape for boxing. But there are a few things that can help you out. So for instance, if you're at the house and you really don't got nothing to do, say you don't got to jump rope, right? Sprints are going to be your key to success. I like to do 50-yard sprints and then do a walk back, take 2 minutes off, 50-yard sprint, 2-minute break. 50-yard sprint, 2-minute break. Because in the amateurs, you're doing a burst and then active recovery, you're resting. During that 2-minute break, maybe I'm just walking around, I'm chilling, I'm catching my breath, and then boom, as soon as that's over, boom, I burst it out, I knock it out. Because that's going to be very realistic to when you spar. A lot of people ask, how much should I be running? How often should I be running? How far should I be running? Now, I'm going to tell y'all this right now. It's a real secret. This is real boxing. Pay attention. Promise me. The reason y'all see a lot of your favorite pros like Floyd, Shakur, T-Bud, Earl Spence, Canelo running 10, 12, 15, 6 miles, whatever, is because they are fighting 12-round fights. You are an amateur boxer. Personally, I never really run more than 4 miles. I like to break up my runs throughout the week. So what that might look like is on Monday, I just do like a quick little burnout mile. Just see how fast I can knock it out. Just do a little burnout, get used to that quick pace. On Wednesday, I do just like a good little 3-mile run. Not trying to do anything crazy, just good little 3-mile run. And then one day a week, I'll do a recovery run, which is just like super slow down. My pace is like 7:30 for 3 miles. I might bump it to like 10. Just a good little jog just to get the muscle moving, get the blood pumping, do a little bit of active recovery. So I only run 3 times a week. Y'all can let me know how often in the comments you run, but I'm only running 3 times a week. Breaking it like that, because honestly, the 6 miles, yes, that does train your body, go for a long time, but as an amateur boxer, you could probably use your time better. Like, let's be real, if I do a 3-mile run, the other 20 minutes I would be running the other 3 miles. I could be shadow boxing, I could be working on technique, I could be practicing my jab. 3-mile runs are probably where you want to do, but sprints, at least for the amateurs, remember, you're only fighting 2-minute rounds. If you're fighting 2-minute rounds, you have to go. There's not a lot of time to wait. You can't sit there and boom, pick shots and do all this other stuff. You have to be ready to do those quick bursts and get out. But that's gonna wrap up the video. I hope you enjoyed it, which I'm sure you did. You made it all the way to the end. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. And like I said earlier, if you want to support the channel, drop a super. It's greatly appreciated, but not required. I appreciate you guys watching, and try these things out at home. Like, this is literally something I've done for 5 years, and it's helped me gone from complete overweight beginner boxer starting at 200 pounds to 130-pound Dean with 100,000 followers and 25 amateur fights. Yeah, the best way to get good at boxing, man, slow down. A lot of people want to rep it out, especially y'all youngers. Some people want to burn stuff out and just get it done and blazing speed. No, sometimes yes, that is necessary. I will say, yes, it's necessary for boxing. But the best way to get better at boxing is slowing down, challenging yourself, finding what works, finding what feels weird. How can I adjust? How can I make it better? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Be on the lookout for a vlog on Sunday. I love you guys. Tell somebody you love them. Don't let nobody ruin your day. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.